Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. It's the Peoria Heights Zoning Board of Appeals, Monday, April 17th, 2023. The purpose of the meeting is to consider the following request of special use and site plan approval application filed by Beck Oil Company of Illinois seeking approval of a special use and site plan for the development of a gas station with a convenience store, car wash located at the southwest corner of East War Memorial Drive and North Central Avenue, Peoria Heights, Illinois. The property is currently zoned B2, and the property consists of multiple property pins. Okay, so first, we'll have roll call. So we have Mick O'Neill.
Here.
Mike Wu.
Here.
Steve Cady.
Here.
Rick Pitzel. Here. Jack Wiedemann.
Here.
Robert Tenney.
Here.
Floyd Wambacher.
Here.
Charlie Calloway.
Here.
Bill O'Neill. Okay. And Mark Walton, attorney.
I didn't see the minutes. I looked this morning.
Yeah, I didn't see any sent to us.
We had done them, but it's been so many months, we'll have to pass that until next month. So
Okay.
skip it.
Okay.
I'll make a note of it. We'll get it next time.
Yep. Well, I was with you. I can't remember. I thought, yeah, the last meeting was in
November
2021, or 2022, so.
Yeah, I did the minutes, but they didn't get circulated.
Okay.
The agenda, so we'll make sure we get that done.
Okay, so do we have Bill Smith, right, from Beck's Oil. You want to step up to the podium and kind of tell us how this has evolved since the last time you talked to us and
Sure.
what you want?
Sure. Appreciate the opportunity to come speak with you folks again. I'm Bill Smith, the president of Beck Oil Company. The site plan has changed a fair amount from the last approval. However, we just had a meeting upstairs a bit ago, and 2021 was when we first put this together, a site plan. We were trying to get it in the ground yet that year, and when we look at this site plan, and I've got the 2021 drawings over there, it's very similar to what you see today. So we've kind of gone back to what we started with. As you folks know, we tried for some time, about a year, to get a meaningful entrance or a functional, useful entrance off of War. That's been a little difficult. The way I understand it, there's not to be any commercial access granted to any businesses off of War. And so the last approval that you folks gave us included a roadway, I think you folks all remember that, through the middle of our two businesses. The gas station on one side, the car wash on the other. That was going to be a roadway or street that was going to be built by ourselves and dedicated to the village. That was going to basically separate our two businesses, and we were going to have two parcels of land that are going to be perhaps an acre apiece, with half an acre or so being the roadway. The more we thought about that, that was very. When we received the approval last time, it didn't reach the final or get final approval from the DOT. We had some other obstacles and issues related to that, so we at that point just needed to go back to what if we can't have a meaningful entrance off of War, what's this thing need to look like, and how is it going to best function? So we came up with this, like I said, back to where we started. Car wash is the same car wash. The store very similar to the store we started with. The gas canopy is the same. You will see that there's a diesel canopy on there, which was part of our original plan that we spoke to the village about initially. Car wash has 20 vacuums, just like before. We do have 3 lanes for the car wash versus 2. Feel like that's a nice addition. Without our Yeah, so I guess I could ramble on. I don't know how much I need to do that, but I don't want to bore you guys with details that's not important, but be happy to answer any questions you have.
Okay. So any questions of Mr. Smith?
What kind of truck traffic are you looking at? Now, this is going to be going back on these side roads for the trucks to get around to that diesel canopy.
Yeah, what we have this particular, we call it a fuel center. We have this at several locations. I live in Princeton. We have it at both of our Princeton locations. We have it at LaSalle, several locations, like I said. The primary person that fuels here is a FedEx truck, a utility truck, an Ameren truck. We do a lot of school business, school buses. Here in Peoria Heights, Sherman's trucks, Allwin's trucks, et cetera. So I would say that the mass majority of the diesel fuel we're going to sell is to pickup trucks, straight trucks, box trucks, delivery trucks, pretty much the trucks that deliver at any of the businesses here in Peoria Heights or to ourselves. I know Birkeland Distributing over in East Peoria is our grocery supplier there. John's always on me to put some more diesel fuel, different locations, so I can see him fueling there. We've had a lot of folks asking for, if we're going to have a diesel offering at that location. So that's what it would be, sir.
Okay, so not a lot of semi-traffic.
I would say very little semi-traffic. My experience, we have truck stops in Lincoln, Illinois, Mendota, Geneseo, et cetera. I've been around the truck. We have 4 of our own trucks. I've been around trucks my whole life. Truck drivers, for the most part, understand where they can get in and out of and where they can't. This particular site is not one of those sites for a semi to get in and out of. Rick and I had talked a while back about the fact that there was a truck shown on the one I'm looking at now. This is an older drawing, but that truck was put on there by Laura at Farnsworth for really just if a truck happens to be there. Can he get in and out of there? And it will be tight for him to get in and out of there, no question. So we really feel like that whole commercial corridor there, and the whole area really is underserved on the diesel front for the vehicles I just mentioned. So we're excited to be able to kind of fill that void and like I said, fuel a lot of the vehicles that are in and around Peoria Heights today.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I know when we talked about the car wash being over there, there was going to be some, you were putting some landscaping and such on the Paris side to like kind of shield the noise and such.
Sure.
But is that still going to be in that area like between the 2 driveways and along up, on the kind of the east side of the first little driveway on the Paris side, or is that now just going to be flat?
We would be happy to do something of that nature there. I know that in talking to Wayne and some other folks with the village, we want to make sure that there's new sidewalks put all the way around our development, and we are committed to having some landscaping that looks desirable. We really want to dress up this whole corridor, and so we would be happy to plant some trees, Rick, or bushes, or berm that up, or what have you, if that would be.
Yeah, I still think you probably need some sort of berm on that side with a little bit taller bush or tree that just kind of, so when you're from the other side, it kind of blocks the.
Sure.
The way it is now, with this latest plan we've been emailed, the car wash is actually running alongside War Memorial.
Yes, sir.
As opposed to the entrance and facing War Memorial, the exit facing Paris.
Right.
So, noise-wise, I think that's going to be
a lot better.
It's going to disperse that out onto the highway rather than the neighborhood. So, any improvements on your part for Central there, for recognizing that's going to be the thoroughfare now?
Yep.
As opposed to the what I call the quick in and quick out thing you did have earlier.
Yep.
Is there anything that IDOT's requiring you to do?
Well, we just, Wayne and Dustin, myself, some other folks, just had a get-together on kind of, that was one of the topics we talked about, and we are certainly committed to helping get Central up to speed. And we're only going to be as successful as we make this thing. If we try to get 10 gallons of stuff in a 5-gallon bucket, we're not going to be successful. So we recognize as a group that Central Street is going to need to be widened and enhanced and et cetera. So we're certainly working on an agreement to make that happen. I don't know if Wayne, if I addressed that correctly here.
So we're talking like curbs and sidewalks and that sort of thing, Wayne, or?
That's what it looked like. I think certainly on the
On the back side.
Yeah. But I think our concern is, increased traffic of whatever type on both Central and portions of Paris. And really trying to find out what's there. I mean, the road looks in good condition now. So we discussed maybe doing some cores of the pavement and doing an engineering analysis of what's there, and then going from there is what has to be done to support the new traffic.
Okay.
We are, whether that's, like Wayne had said, and he recommended, and we work with Farnsworth, and I know you folks do some work with Farnsworth as well. We're good with doing some cores back there to see what is there, and we're on board with helping to make sure the roadways, whether it's Central or Paris or what have you, is in good shape, so that like I said, if folks aren't going to frequent our place, if there's potholes and if it's torn up roadways, et cetera, and the best time to address that is before we unlock the door. Once we open our business, then we're trying to fix the road up and we're trying to do this and that's no way to do it. So over in Washington, we put helped with the concrete, 3.5 acres of concrete over there, and then had an agreement with the city on that roadway that's out front. And so we try to make sure we do this right. We do very little asphalt, if any. The concrete's a fair amount more expensive, but it's there for the long haul. We don't want to be making repairs to this stuff 5, 7, 10 years from now. So we do try to do it right out of the gate. So, and we're committed to do that here.
Okay.
Is there going to be any fencing between you and I guess it'd be on the west side of the property?
Badoo.
Just
Between-
you're kind of right next to Super Liquors.
Yep. What, I don't know what the code is on that, honestly. We would certainly put a fence up if that was something that was desirable by you folks. We don't, I probably need to not get myself in trouble here, but fence might look better.
Yeah, I don't think it's that important. I was just looking at it thinking, okay, there's limited parking at Super Liquors right now.
Oh, right,
You've
yeah.
got other people parking all around there.
Yeah.
People pulling over in there and basically
That's
blocking your through there.
You know what, yeah, so I hadn't thought about that, but that's a good point. So I don't see any reason why we couldn't put a fence there. It's not going to be that costly, and it would kind of put a boundary to our business there. I think that'd be a good idea.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have anything? Okay. Thank you, Bill.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're good. Is there anybody from the community or public that wants to say anything or ask any questions or have any comments? Very good. Public comments will be closed then. Okay, let's go through the findings of fact, I guess. I would, if you're in agreement, I'm not telling you how to make a motion, but if somebody makes a motion, we probably want to include the conditions of fence to the west and some sort of concealing landscape to the south, if you're in agreement with that. But when we get to the motion part, whoever makes the motion might want to think about that. Okay. Um, The, get better glasses. Okay, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the special use or site plan will not be detrimental or endanger the public health, safety, morals, comforts, or general welfare. I'm not gonna go in the order that we're sitting, so just FYI. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Cady,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
The special use or site plan will not be injurious to the uses and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted, nor substantially diminish and impair property values within the neighborhood to which it is to be located. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Cady,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
The establishment of the special use or site plan will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding property for uses permitted in the district. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Cady,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Adequate facilities, access roads, drainage, or other necessary facilities have been or will be provided. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Cady,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and ingress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public streets. Mick O'Neill,
No.
Mike Wu,
No.
Steve Cady,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
If a public use or providing a public utility service, it's not. The special use or site plan shall in all respects conform to the applicable regulations of the district to which it is located, except as regulations may be in each instance modified pursuant to the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Cady,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Okay, so, do we need to do one for the special use and the site plan, Steve, Mark?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so that one is for the special use. And, okay. So that is for the special use permit. Do we have a motion to approve the special use permit?
I'll make a motion.
Now second.
Okay, been moved and seconded. Any other discussion?
Is this where we
Question?
get into?
I think the site plan is where we put the
Okay,
other two.
all right.
Okay, call the roll. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Okay. Did you make the motion, Mike?
I seconded it.
You second. Okay.
Steve.
Couldn't remember. I knew both of you did, but I couldn't remember which one went first.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Steve made the motion, Mike seconded.
I had 15 minutes ago, so.
Okay. Okay, now we will do the site plan. The establishment, maintenance, or operation of the special use or site plan will not be detrimental or endanger the public health, safety, morals, comforts, or general welfare. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
The special use or site plan will not be injurious to the uses and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purpose already permitted, nor substantially diminish and impair property values within the neighborhood to which it is be located. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Michael Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
The establishment of the special use or site plan will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding properties for uses permitted in the district. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Adequate facilities, access roads, drainage, and/or necessary facilities have been or will be provided. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress or egress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion of the public streets. Mick O'Neill,
No.
Mike Wu,
No.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
No.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
It's not a utility, and the special use or site plan in all other respects conform to the applicable regulations in the district which is located, except such regulations may be in each instance modified pursuant to the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Okay, so then a motion for the site plan, including the other
Does that include the fence?
conditions, yeah.
Okay.
Fence and landscaping.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Floyd and Mick.
That was Steve. Was that Steve?
Any other? Floyd,
It was me.
the deep voice. Okay, any other discussion on that? Okay. Call the roll. Mick O'Neill,
Yes.
Mike Wu,
Yes.
Steve Katie,
Yes.
Rick Pitzel, yes. Jack Wiedemann,
Yes.
Robert Tenney,
Yes.
Floyd Wambacher,
Yes.
Charlie Calloway.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very good. It has to go to the village board, which will be, which meeting, Mark?
Not tomorrow, so.
May 2nd. May 2nd.
May 2nd.
So, other than that, this board has approved it, so it'll go on to them and go from there. Okay. Yep, thank you. I have no other business other than we will have a May meeting. We have at least one applicant for trying to think what it was. But yeah, we'll have at least one applicant in May. Maybe two if the person gets their information in, so. Okay. We're adjourned.
All right.
Very good. Thank you.